The snow is ending, but black ice is forming across central Arkansas. It is going to be a bitterly cold night. I'll let you know how low the mercury will go coming up.
Keeping an eye on the roadways. I'm Frederick Price with the latest conditions in central Arkansas and how road crews have been preparing for this icy weather event.
Staying prepared for whatever those dangerous temperatures may bring. I'm Jalissa Garza with how first responders are doing just that coming up.
Snow showers and flurries making for tricky travel on this Thursday evening. This is a live look at road conditions from I-Drive, Arkansas. Look how slowly they're going. That's because temperatures are plummeting right now. Conditions changing and quickly and unexpectedly. We've got you covered though with everything you need to know to stay safe this entire holiday weekend. And good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Craig O'Neill. Got our team of meteorologists that have been closely monitoring the developing weather conditions. Nathan Scott is their spokesman tonight here at 5 with the progress that we're making. We hope we're making progress, Nathan. This was not a gentle snowfall we've seen. This one was aggressive and mean.
Good evening, Craig. We had the Arctic front blast its way through. The winds picked up, the snow started to fall, but those snowflakes melted. And with any moisture out there right now, it's all starting to freeze up. So any standing puddles, standing water will become a solid sheet of ice. That's why the road conditions are starting to deteriorate very quickly because of black ice. So you want to watch out for that through the course of the evening, especially along the bridges, overpasses, along the shoulders, and at the bottoms of hills. The snow is starting to wind down. We've got a little leftover snow shower activity here into parts of central Arkansas, but this will be moving out in the next hour or so out of Little Rock. But look at the temperatures, 23 here in Little Rock, 14 in Russellville, 2 above zero in Fayetteville, and there's the chance of snow showers still lingering around parts of Faulkner County, Pulaski County, Saline County, but there's actually clearing skies just off to the west. Hot Springs starting to see some clearing skies at this time. Winter weather advisory remains in effect for a large part of Arkansas, and that's because of the black ice that will continue to form. Lows tonight, we are plunging down into the single digits area wide. Below zero in North Arkansas, and it's going to stay cold into your Friday. I'll let you know when we'll see temperatures climb above the freezing mark coming up.
All right, Nathan, we're going to show you a live look now at road conditions happening right now. Our crew carefully keeping an eye on any traffic trouble. And keep in mind, they're in a four-wheel drive vehicle that's managing the inclement weather right now, looks like. And if you have to get out and drive, might want to take one of these. This is what it's going to take, a four-wheeler driving slowly and cautiously. Meanwhile, road crews are busy preparing those roadways, and the city of Little Rock and RDOT have prepped as much as they can with hopes that conditions don't worsen. And that's why we turn now to Frederick Price, who's out there in Little Rock taking a look at the roads. Frederick, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Craig, it is here. This Arctic blast that meteorologist Nathan Scott has been talking about for the past week or so, we're feeling it. Craig, frankly, it is cold, it is windy, and Interstate 630, among some other interstates here in central Arkansas, are icy. On our way here, my photojournalist John Young and I, we actually saw some people on the side of the highway. They did a 180 and were facing the opposite side of direction because that's how icy it is. You need to take your time if you're out on this road. I'm actually standing right under the Big Rock interchange, I should say, and traffic is really touch and go. Some people are taking their time, although there are some people who are going faster than they should, and that's what we advised against. Now, the most anticipated thing is this temperature drop. At this point, Arkansas Department of Transportation crews are spreading rock salt on highways and bridges and overpasses because that's the only material that will be most effective, or that will most effectively work in these colder temperatures. Meanwhile, the public,
it takes time, and there's no way to ever get every street. So what we count on is the temperatures going up and Mr. Sun to give us a hand melting it away.
Now at this point, as I mentioned, Arkansas Department of Transportation, they're spreading rock salt on those highways because that's the most effective in these colder temperatures. Meanwhile, the Public Works Department, they have 17 trucks out that are treating these roadways in Little Rock. Now, unlike Arkansas Department of Transportation, Public Works, they don't pre-treat roads. When bridges, hills, they begin freezing, that's when they spread their rock salt. Now the temperature is currently below freezing. Public Works telling me they're focused on main roadways like University, Chenal Parkway, and Markham. And hills, bridges, hospital areas are also their main focus. Right now, their biggest concern, black ice. Because these temperatures are so cold, they're below freezing. They want people to use caution on these roadways, use some distance between you and the car in front of you, and drive at a reasonable speed so that you don't drive into danger. That is the latest here under the Big Rock Interchange in Little Rock. I'm Frederick Price. I'll send it back to you in the studio, Craig.
All right, Frederick, you're getting icy road duty tonight on THV11. Thank you. A lot of us are cranking up the heat too, doing what we can to stay warm right now. And electric companies are keeping a close eye on any possible power outages that could happen. THV11's Brooke Buckner shows us how crews are staying prepared.
The big concern today is the wind.
Casey Kirschfink with Entergy says Thursday's winds could be gusty enough for trees to fall into power lines and cause outages. She says ice accumulation is another concern, but it really just depends on how much we get.
When you have 1/4 of an inch accumulation on the branches, that's when we really start seeing outages. If you get to 1/2 inch of ice, you're going to have outages. You can just almost guarantee.
It's hard to say how much we will end up with, but she says her crews are prepared to help with any power outages.
We have prepared our systems. We've prepared our crews. We have made plans to have them on standby and be ready no matter where in the state.
She says there's enough power on the grid to meet the demand, but the equipment could malfunction because of extreme temperatures.
While we anticipate having enough power, you never know if we lose a transformer, if we lose the substation, well then we're going to have a power outage. But right now, as far as the demand goes, we don't anticipate any issues there.
SWEPCO also has crews ready to go. Spokesperson Tara Muck recommends having a backup plan to stay warm if you do lose power.
You get the things that you need, such as an emergency kit, think about an alternate source of heating.
Muck says customers can expect to see higher bills because of the low temperatures, so she recommends staying below 70 degrees on your thermostat.
Set your thermostat on 68 and go from there, whatever your comfort level is.
We want you to stay warm, we want you to be safe, and we're going to do everything we can to restore your power as quickly and safely as possible.
In Little Rock, Brooke Buckner, THV 11 News.
Now you can check for outages on Energy.com, and right now a little more than 4,000 customers are in the dark right now. The experts can't be any more clear about this. It's going to be dangerously cold. There are warming centers you can access across central Arkansas: the Little Rock Compassion Center, the Dunbar Community Center, and the East Little Rock Community Center. We got a list of several locations on THV11.com right now. First responders have spent the past few days preparing for the dangerous temperatures, and THV11's Julissa Garza got a closer look at those preparations and has more on that tonight.
While some people can stay off the road as the dangerous temperatures drop, first responders don't have that option.
Every emergency scene is different for us, and you kind of have to adapt to it as you get there. And this amount of cold, or this level of cold, does not help anything.
Captain of the Little Rock Fire Department, Jacob Lear-Sadowski, says making sure their equipment is good to go has been priority one.
We checked over this morning, making sure everything's in operational order, making sure we have proper supplies.
Not just the trucks, but the equipment on it, especially the water hoses.
Making sure the water in our fire trucks do not freeze. All of our engines carry 720 to 750 gallons of water. If we have to not use that line, we will leave the valve or the nozzle cracked to allow some water to slowly trickle out of it, to keep water flowing, just like a dripping faucet at the house.
And the gear they wear while fighting a fire.
With this extreme temperature, we actually run the risk of our air packs freezing, the moisture in them. So we take precautions by changing our air packs.
Here at MEMS, they're also making sure that their vehicles are ready to go and can brace whatever that cold weather may bring. But their biggest concern is making sure that their staff is warm and safe while responding.
We want to make sure that they have the proper attire to wear, as far as if they need gloves, extra jackets, socks, because getting out in the environment, you need more layers.
Operations Director Chris Marshall says layers aren't just important for first responders, but everyone.
Frostbite, hypothermia for prolonged exposure to the cold weather. And it just goes back to dress appropriately.
Both departments ready to respond and asking Arkansans to be cautious. In Little Rock, Julissa Garza, THV 11 News.
And a reminder tonight from your Little Rock fire departments, if you plan on using a space heater, be sure to keep it 3 feet away.